Hey guys, welcome to our Honey Home channel. Today we're going to show you how you can repair fake wood furniture. And so when it comes to real wood furniture, all you do is you sand it down, you stain it, and then boom, it's back to life. But when it comes to particle board furniture, you can't just sand it down because it's not real wood. And so we're going to show you how you can restore it if you do have a piece of furniture like this. Even if it's a real antique from the 70s or the 80s, a lot of furniture even back then was made out of particle board, like the one that we're going to do today, which is a real 80s coffee table. We love it. It's such an 80s style, the way that it swings out, but there's a lot of nicks on it. So we're going to show you how you can fix it up, and then Angel's going to show us what you're going to need for this project.
For this project, it's very simple. You're going to need a putty knife, and you're going to need a wood filler. Try to get one that's paintable and stainable because it will allow you to do whatever finish you want. If it's a veneer wood look, then you could stain it to match the color of the wood, and if it's something that you want to paint, then you could paint it. Then you're going to want to have sandpaper so that you can sand it down after you have the wood filler nice and dry. And you want some masking tape so that if there's some areas of the piece of furniture that you don't want to have the stuff all over it, then you can cover it with this.
Okay, so the first step is going to be prepping your furniture. So what you need to do is grab that putty knife and remove any of the loose pieces of particle board, paint, or veneer around the damage. This will ensure that the wood filler will adhere to your piece of furniture. That's what Angel's doing right here, and you don't want to scrape too hard because you don't want to create more damage. You just want to get rid of the remaining flakes. And then you can knock off any remaining with just a little bit of sandpaper. And then go ahead and wipe down your furniture with a damp rag so you don't have dust all over before you get your putty knife and apply a generous amount of wood filler onto any of the damaged areas like Angel's doing right here. And then you can use a knife to smooth out the coating. You want it to look kind of like smooth peanut butter on your furniture. Don't leave too much or the sanding is going to take even longer. You just want a nice even coat, kind of like that. And then if you just have a little spot like this one here and you don't want to damage the other areas of the piece, go ahead and create a masking tape barrier so you don't get damage on the clean parts. If you have damage on a corner, which is pretty common, don't worry, you might have to use a little bit of extra wood filler. You might even have to do 2 layers where you fill and then sand and then fill again, but it's gonna be worth it, and don't worry, just be patient, take your time to make that corner look nice and smooth. Then go ahead and allow your wood filler to dry according to the instructions. After it's dry, you can begin sanding. Go ahead and start with a medium grit paper, especially where you have that extra wood filler in those like corner areas. And then you can move down to a fine grit paper to smooth it all down. If you are going to paint like we are, make sure you scuff up the entire piece of furniture so that the paint has something to cling onto. Then comes the fun part, painting. But I just have to say it again, if you miss the critical step of scuffing up the surface area, your paint is not going to stick. It's just going to scratch right off. So make sure you scuff up the entire surface area before you spray paint. We are colorful people, so we use this really colorful color. It's called Pastel Orange by MTN Montana Colors in the Hardcore series. I will link it below. And a good quality spray paint makes all the difference. So like I said, I highly recommend this brand, and I'll link it below where you can buy it in different colors. And you could pick any color you'd like. We picked orange, but if you are a more neutral person, go ahead and go with a beige, go ahead and go with a tan. But we love this pastel orange color, and it's gonna look great in our living room. And this is how she came out. I love how it rotates, and there's that swivel action I mentioned earlier. We topped it off with a high gloss, and I just absolutely love how this piece came out.
Thank you very much for watching our video. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions about our process, go ahead and ask us in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to being part of your next home project.